Okay, let's unpack this. You've officially hit a monumental milestone in your pregnancy journey, the halfway point. Think of it less like simply reaching a numerical marker and more like standing at a breathtaking vista during a long hike. You can look back at the challenging terrain you've conquered, right? And crucially, you can now see the sweeping path ahead filled with new adventures and a cliche destination. This deep dive is dedicated entirely to what it truly means to be 20 weeks pregnant. We're going to meticulously explore the incredible, intricate developments happening with the baby, not just what they are, but the profound why behind them. We'll also delve into the significant and, yeah, often surprising changes and experiences for the expecting parent, examining how your body adapts and what that means for your daily life. And finally, we'll zero in on the practical preparations that shift from abstract ideas to, well, concrete actions at this pivotal halfway stage.
And our journey today is guided by a really robust, comprehensive resource, a guide from BabyCenter. It's truly packed with insightful medical facts, practical advice, and real-world perspectives. This isn't just a basic checklist. It's a rich foundation that helps us understand not only the what of 20 weeks, but more importantly, the why. Why these particular developments are occurring now, why these changes are significant for both parent and baby, and, what implications they hold for the remainder of the pregnancy and beyond. It truly offers a solid understanding of this crucial midpoint.
Our mission today is to offer you a shortcut to being not just informed, but truly well informed about this halfway point. We're going to meticulously extract the most impactful nuggets of knowledge, share those surprising aha facts that make you lean in, and provide a clear, integrated understanding of the physical, emotional, and practical tapestry of 20 weeks. We want to cut through any information overload and deliver the essential, actionable insights. So whether you're personally experiencing this incredible milestone, supporting someone who is, or simply possess an insatiable curiosity about the wonders of human development and pregnancy, well, prepare for a deep dive that promises genuine aha moments and a richer appreciation for this transformative journey. So let's jump right into the heart of this deep dive, the sheer significance of hitting 20 weeks. This isn't just a tick mark on a calendar. You are quite literally at the exact midpoint of your pregnancy. You've navigated the often turbulent waters of the first trimester, gotten past many of those early, sometimes challenging symptoms like morning sickness, and now you stand precisely at the halfway line. However, our source wisely reminds us that while 20 weeks marks the precise numerical center, very few women deliver exactly on their estimated due date. Instead, labor is just as likely to naturally begin any day during the 2 weeks before or 2 weeks after that highly anticipated date.
What's truly profound here is that this isn't merely a numerical marker. For many expecting parents, it's a profound psychological and emotional turning point. Reaching 20 weeks is often the moment when the abstract idea of being pregnant firmly shifts into the tangible reality of preparing for a baby. The early anxieties confirming the pregnancy, getting through morning sickness, or the initial worries about miscarriage often give way to a more outward-looking proactive phase. Parents start visualizing their baby, planning their nursery, and truly internalizing the imminent arrival. This inherent flexibility in the due date, that 4-week window around the estimate, also beautifully illustrates the natural variability and individual rhythm of human gestation. It underscores that while medical science provides its best estimates, nature ultimately orchestrates the grand finale, and every pregnancy unfolds on its unique timeline. It's a powerful reminder to embrace the journey, not just the destination.
That's a powerful point. It really is like hitting a mental fast forward button. Suddenly, you're not just experiencing pregnancy, you're actively preparing for parenthood. The abstract idea of a baby becomes incredibly concrete, almost palpable. And speaking of concrete, our bodies also offer incredible, measurable indicators of this progress. Let's delve into one of the oldest and most reassuring ways medical professionals track your baby's growth, something called fundal height. From this 20-week mark onward, at virtually every prenatal visit, your doctor or midwife will perform a simple yet crucial measurement. They'll measure your belly from your pubic bone to the very top of your uterus. This is precisely what's known as the fundal height. The guide explains that starting around 24 weeks, this measurement, taken in centimeters, will very closely correspond to the number of weeks you're pregnant. It's a beautifully simple way to track progress.
Right. And if we connect this to the broader picture of prenatal care, this fundal height measurement is much more than just a comforting number. It's a beautifully simple, non-invasive, and remarkably effective screening tool. It provides healthcare providers with a consistent, low-cost way to track the baby's growth trajectory and the expansion of the uterus. By plotting these measurements on a growth chart, doctors can quickly identify if the baby is growing as expected relative to your gestational age.
Okay.
For instance, a deviation of more than, say, 2-3 centimeters from the expected measurement can be an early alert system. It might suggest potential issues like fetal growth restriction, which means the baby is growing slower than anticipated.
Right.
Conversely, a measurement that's significantly larger could indicate polyhydramnios, or too much amniotic fluid, or even a larger than average baby. These deviations don't necessarily mean there's a problem, but they do prompt further, more precise diagnostic imaging, like an ultrasound, to investigate. It's a testament to how such a simple external measure can provide a powerful early window into complex internal processes, ensuring the baby is thriving.
So it's not just a nice, reassuring number. It's a critical first alert system. That's actually huge, especially vital in settings where advanced ultrasound access might be limited.
Exactly.
But when your fundal height doesn't perfectly match your gestational week, are there common misconceptions or anxieties people experience? I mean, that must happen.
Oh, absolutely. It's a common source of anxiety.
Yeah.
Many parents worry instantly if their number isn't perfect.
Yeah.
It's important to remember that individual body shapes, the baby's position, even the amount of amniotic fluid can all influence the measurement.
Right.
It's the trend of the measurements over time that matters most, not necessarily one single reading. A single off measurement will usually lead to remeasurement and perhaps a follow-up ultrasound, rather than immediate concern. It's about consistency and pattern.
That brings a lot of peace of mind.
Okay.
And as the reality of a growing baby and this halfway mark truly sets in, so do the practicalities that start to become less abstract and more urgent. Our guide immediately prompts, ready to create your baby registries. It even highlights a registry builder tool designed to make the process stress-free. This isn't just about dreaming anymore, it's about active, tangible preparation.
This raises an excellent question. Why the strong recommendation to start a registry at 20 weeks? Beyond the obvious benefit of simply organizing potential gifts, a baby registry is, in essence, a strategic planning and research tool for expecting parents.
Right, research.
Yeah, the sheer volume of baby products on the market can be incredibly overwhelming. A registry compels parents to delve into this vast world to research essentials like car seats, cribs, strollers, feeding supplies, diapers, you name it. It's an opportunity to compare brands, scrutinize safety features, read countless reviews, and systematically identify what they truly need, what fits their budget, their living space, and their lifestyle. This comprehensive approach helps them effectively plan for the baby's arrival, ensuring they're prepared with thoughtful, well-considered items, rather than making rushed, potentially less informed decisions closer to the due date when energy and time might be scarce. It transforms a daunting task into a manageable project.
That makes perfect sense for organization. But for some, isn't starting a registry at 20 weeks also a bit daunting? Perhaps even overwhelming with the sheer volume of choices, or the feeling that they might change their mind later. How do you advise parents to tackle that potential analysis paralysis when faced with so many options?
That's a very real concern. My advice is to approach it in stages. Start with the absolute essentials: a safe place for the baby to sleep, a car seat, and some basic feeding supplies.
Just the core stuff first.
Exactly. Don't try to tackle everything at once. Use the registry as a living document. It can always be edited and refined. Prioritize safety and functionality, read reviews, but also trust your gut. And remember, you don't need everything on day one.
Okay.
Many items can be acquired after the baby arrives, once you understand your specific needs. It's about making informed choices, not perfect ones.
So what does this all mean for you, the listener? It's a gentle but firm nudge into the practicalities of becoming a parent, shifting from the abstract idea of a baby to concrete, tangible items. It's a way to break down a potentially overwhelming task into manageable steps, making the entire preparation process feel less daunting and more exciting. It's really about taking control and building confidence for what's ahead. All right, let's shift our focus to the undisputed star of this show, your baby. At 20 weeks, their development is truly astonishing, a rapid acceleration of growth and complexity. Our guide gives us a wonderful, tangible comparison to help us visualize this incredible progress. Your baby is now about the size of a banana. They measure approximately 10.2 inches from head to toe and weigh around 11.68 ounces. That's not just a tiny fetus anymore. That's a pretty substantial, well-formed little human growing inside you.
What's truly remarkable here is the pace and proportion of this growth. In just a few short weeks, the baby has transitioned from microscopic beginnings to something immediately recognizable, complete with all major organ systems largely formed. These precise measurements, 10.12 inches and almost 12 ounces, underscore the rapid cellular differentiation and specialized development occurring across all systems. skeletal, muscular, neurological, and organ development.
Mm-hmm.
The playful yet accurate banana comparison is so effective because it takes the baby from an abstract concept that's often hard to grasp and makes it incredibly relatable and visual. It helps expecting parents to truly visualize the life growing within them, fostering a stronger connection and a deeper appreciation for the intricate biological processes unfolding. This isn't just growth, it's a meticulously orchestrated masterpiece of biology.
Imagine holding a banana that's roughly the length of the tiny human inside you right now. It really does help bring it to life and make it feel more real. And it's not just about size, it's about activity, sensation, and the beginnings of personality. Let's talk about some of these developing sensations and movements that you might be feeling. First up, baby hiccups. You might notice subtle, rhythmic jerking movements in your belly. Don't worry, these baby hiccups in the womb are totally normal, and many expecting parents start to feel them around the same time they feel other fetal movements, typically between 16 and 22 weeks. It's quite a unique, almost adorable sensation.
These rhythmic movements are incredibly significant indicators of developing maturity. While it might feel like a gentle flutter or a distinct thumping, these hiccups are believed to be the baby actively practicing breathing and strengthening their diaphragm.
Practicing breathing. Wow.
Yeah, it's a crucial sign that their neurological and respiratory systems are maturing and beginning to coordinate in preparation for life outside the womb. They aren't actually breathing air, of course, but they are drawing in and expelling amniotic fluid, and the diaphragm's involuntary spasm creates these characteristic hiccups. It's not just random motion, it's purposeful physiological development, their internal rehearsal for taking those first vital breaths after birth. It's a key part of their readiness.
Next, let's dive into something truly fascinating. Taste. Many of your baby's taste buds can now transmit taste signals to their brain. And here's where it gets particularly intriguing. They are actively swallowing molecules of the food you eat that have passed through your blood into the amniotic fluid. Our source notes that while researchers aren't entirely sure if babies can taste these molecules in the exact same way we do, compelling research indicates that what you eat during pregnancy can actually influence the foods your baby prefers later in life. That's mind-blowing.
It is. This is, without exaggeration, a truly remarkable connection that profoundly underscores the maternal environment's influence. The baby isn't merely growing passively. They're experiencing a complex flavor profile of the maternal diet even before birth.
A flavor profile? Okay.
This early, repeated exposure to various flavors via the amniotic fluid isn't just a sensory experience. It could essentially be a form of prenatal culinary education. This raises an important question for future parents. Could this early, diverse exposure to a wide range of tastes help set the stage for broader food acceptance and potentially fewer picky eating habits in childhood?
That's incredible.
It suggests that your diet now isn't just about nutrition for growth. It's subtly, yet powerfully shaping your baby's developmental journey and even their future palate preferences. It's a powerful, almost unconscious form of learning happening in the womb, laying sensory groundwork.
That's an astonishing connection. So the flavors from my dinner last night, perhaps that spicy salsa, a particularly fragrant curry, or even just a very garlicky pasta dish, could actually be influencing my baby's future food preferences. How exactly does that mechanism work from my plate to their developing palate?
Exactly. The flavors aren't just magically appearing. When you eat, food molecules are broken down during digestion. Some of these compounds, particularly volatile aroma compounds, are absorbed into your bloodstream. From there, they cross the placenta and enter the amniotic fluid. The baby regularly swallows this amniotic fluid, exposing their developing taste buds and olfactory receptors to these diverse chemical cues. Repeated exposure, just like in childhood, seems to create familiarity and acceptance. So yes, that garlicky meal could indeed be providing an early repeated taste lesson.
That's truly incredible to think about. And of course, beyond those subtle internal sensations, there are the more obvious movements. Your baby may now suck their fingers, which is just adorable to imagine, and they're definitely kicking up a storm. Those little jabs, stretches, and rolls are becoming much more distinct and frequent, which you can probably feel quite strongly by now.
Yes, and these movements, while seemingly simple or just cute, are deeply important for critical developmental processes. Finger sucking, for instance, is more than an early form of self-soothing. It's a vital step in developing the complex oral motor skills necessary for feeding after birth.
Ah, okay, for feeding.
Right. It strengthens their jaw, tongue, and cheek muscles, and refines the coordination needed for suckling. And those vigorous kicks you feel. They are powerful signs of strong muscle development and the ongoing maturation of their nervous system. But there's more. These movements are also essential for proper bone development and maintaining joint mobility, preventing contractures within the confined space of the womb. The baby is constantly testing, strengthening, and refining their physical capabilities, preparing their body for the immense challenges and demands of life outside.
Beyond just being a sweet image, what does this finger sucking, along with those increasingly distinct kicks, tell us about the baby's readiness for the outside world? It sounds like they're doing some serious training in there.
They absolutely are. Think of it as their prenatal boot camp. Finger sucking directly practices the coordination for feeding. The kicks, pushes, and stretches are vital for building muscle tone, developing bone density, and ensuring their joints have full range of motion. All of this is fundamental for motor milestones in infancy, like holding their head up, rolling over, and eventually walking. They're literally building the physical foundation for independent movement and survival.
Feeling those kicks is one of the most anticipated and cherished parts of pregnancy, a constant, active, and increasingly strong reminder of the incredible, dynamic life growing within you. It's like having a little secret conversation, a constant connection. Beyond the external movements, internal organ development is also progressing rapidly, and one notable detail is the formation of meconium, a waste product, in your baby's intestines.
Yes, meconium. Its formation at this stage signifies a critical milestone. The baby's digestive system is becoming fully functional and is actively preparing for life outside the womb. Meconium is typically composed of materials ingested in the uterus, such as amniotic fluid, shed skin cells, and lanugo, which is that fine, downy body hair.
Lanugo, right.
The fact that their digestive system is processing these elements, extracting nutrients, and storing waste in the intestines indicates a significant level of maturation. It's a crucial preparation, ensuring they'll be ready to process breast milk or formula soon after birth, marking a successful transition to external nourishment.
And for those expecting girl babies, the source highlights a very precise and intricate detail. The uterus has already formed.
This specific detail might seem small, but it highlights the incredibly intricate and precise timeline of sexual differentiation and organogenesis.
Organogenesis?
Yeah, that refers to the process where internal organs develop from embryonic cells. For a girl baby, the formation of the uterus by 20 weeks means that the foundational structures for her entire reproductive system are largely in place. It underscores that by this midpoint, many of the baby's internal structures, including complex reproductive organs, are not just initiated, but are well developed, even those that won't become immediately functional after birth. It's a testament to the highly orchestrated biological processes unfolding within the womb, adhering to a very specific genetic blueprint.
Our source also offers information on 20 weeks pregnant with twins. While our primary deep dive is focusing on a single pregnancy experience, it's certainly worth acknowledging that for those expecting multiples, the journey, while similar in many foundational ways, also comes with its own unique set of considerations and complexities.
Indeed. A twin pregnancy truly is a different physiological and logistical ballgame, demanding specialized attention. Beyond simply accommodating two growing babies, there are significantly higher risks of certain complications for the mother, such as preterm birth, preeclampsia, and gestational diabetes, often due to the increased hormonal load and physical demands on her body. Fetal monitoring becomes far more intricate, not only tracking each baby's growth individually, but also checking for specific conditions unique to twin pregnancies, like twin-to-twin transfusion syndrome, where blood flow between the babies becomes uneven in monochorionic twins.
Okay, that's specific to twins sharing a placenta.
Yes, monochorionic twins. And the planning isn't just double the work. It's a whole different level of complexity, often involving more frequent specialist appointments, earlier maternity leave planning, and a higher likelihood of interventions like C-sections. It's a testament to the body's incredible capacity, but it also demands specialized care, vigilance, and support.
That's a lot to consider. Does the halfway mark at 20 weeks carry even greater significance or different benchmarks for twin pregnancies, given those increased complexities?
It absolutely does. For twin pregnancies, the 20-week mark is often even more intensely scrutinized. It's a critical point for detailed anatomy scans of both babies, assessing their individual growth and development, checking for any signs of complications, and confirming chorionicity, whether they share a placenta or not, which dictates much of the ongoing management.
Right.
The risk of preterm labor significantly increases after this point in twin pregnancies. So it's a time for heightened awareness and often more proactive management strategies. So yes, it amplifies the importance of the midpoint.
Finally, let's touch on a more lighthearted but still insightful aspect of the guide: It includes fun quizzes like BabyCenter Zodiac, uncover your nesting personality, find your pregnancy energy level, and discover your pregnancy style. These might seem trivial next to medical facts, but they're clearly there for a reason, tapping into something deeper.
This raises an important question. Why do comprehensive pregnancy guides include these playful, seemingly non-medical quizzes? While they don't offer diagnostic information, they provide a delightful and incredibly valuable way for expecting parents to connect with their personal journey on an emotional and psychological level.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Pregnancy is a period of immense identity transformation, and these quizzes help to externalize feelings, explore evolving personal preferences, and acknowledge the unique vibe of their pregnancy. They foster a sense of community or shared experience in a lighthearted manner, helping to alleviate stress and normalize some of the internal, often unspoken changes parents feel. They acknowledge that pregnancy isn't just a biological process, it's a deeply personal and emotional journey that benefits from moments of self-reflection and fun.
It's a wonderful way to pause and reflect on your unique pregnancy vibe, to just enjoy the experience in your evolving self without the pressure of medical assessments. It's about finding joy in the journey. So while the baby is incredibly busy developing its taste buds, practicing hiccups, and strengthening its muscles, your body, the expecting parent's body, is also undergoing some truly remarkable and sometimes challenging transformations. This brings its own unique set of experiences and often a new array of symptoms. Let's delve into some common physical symptoms at 20 weeks. First up, itchy skin. You may find yourself feeling especially itchy around your belly, breasts, and even your thighs as your skin stretches to accommodate your rapidly growing baby and expanding uterus. Our source strongly recommends cold packs and a good, rich moisturizer to provide relief, and it specifically warns that scratching can actually make the irritation worse. Crucially, it also advises finding out when persistent itchy skin could signal a more serious problem, a really important distinction for your peace of mind and health.
Yes, this widespread itching, while common, is a multifactorial symptom. The physical stretching of the skin, where collagen and elastic fibers are pulled taut, undoubtedly contributes to irritation. However, it's also combined with significant hormonal changes and increased blood flow throughout the body. While often benign and manageable with simple remedies, it's absolutely crucial for expecting parents to be aware that persistent or severe itching, particularly if it intensifies at night and affects the palms of your hands, the soles of your feet without a rash, warrants immediate medical attention.
Without a rash. Okay, that's key.
Exactly. This could indicate a condition called intrahepatic cholestasis of pregnancy, or ICP. ICP is a rare but serious liver condition where the normal flow of bile is impaired. This leads to a buildup of bile acids in the bloodstream, which then deposit in the skin, causing that intense itching. While intensely uncomfortable for the mother, the primary concern with ICP is the potential risk to the baby, including premature birth, fetal distress, or even stillbirth in severe untreated cases. So it's about discerning normal pregnancy discomfort from a potential medical concern and knowing precisely when to consult your provider.
So it's not just a discomfort, it's an internal chemical imbalance that can have significant fetal implications. Is it often misdiagnosed as just regular pregnancy itchiness, or are there clear differentiating factors?
That's an excellent question, and it's a concern. It can certainly be mistaken for general pregnancy itching, especially early on. However, the key differentiating factors are the location of the itch, predominantly palms and soles, its intensity, especially at night, and the absence of a rash.
Got it. Location, intensity, no rash.
Right. While regular pregnancy itching might have small bumps or redness, ICP typically doesn't. If a pregnant person describes that deep, widespread itching without a visible rash, particularly on the extremities, it should always trigger testing for bile acids to rule out ICP.
Another incredibly common complaint at 20 weeks is restless sleep. Shifting around all night, trying to find a comfortable position that supports your growing belly and eases pressure becomes a nightly challenge for many. The guide offers some solid and practical suggestions. Prioritize lying on your side with knees bent, ideally with a pillow tucked between your legs. Additionally, arranging other pillows under your belly and behind your back, or investing in a dedicated pregnancy pillow can make a world of difference.
Yes, this restless sleep is a direct and often frustrating consequence of several physiological changes. The rapidly growing uterus directly impacts previous sleeping positions, making lying on your back potentially uncomfortable or even risky due to pressure on major blood vessels like the vena cava.
Right, the vena cava.
Hormonal shifts, particularly elevated progesterone levels, can also significantly impact sleep quality, sometimes leading to vivid dreams, increased wakefulness, or even mild insomnia. Beyond the physical discomfort, prioritizing comfortable, supported sleep is absolutely crucial for the expecting parent's energy levels, mental clarity, and overall well-being. Chronic sleep disruption can exacerbate fatigue, impact mood, and reduce resilience. A good pregnancy pillow, as suggested, is ingeniously designed to support these changing contours, providing critical lumbar and abdominal support, which can make a truly significant difference in sleep quality.
The quest for the perfect sleeping position often feels like a nightly Olympic event. I've heard stories of partners being banished to the couch just to make room for the pillow fort in bed. Beyond the physical discomfort, what's the broader impact of this chronic sleep disruption on an expecting parent's mental state, their resilience, especially if they're still working or have other children?
It's immense. Chronic sleep deprivation, even mild, can significantly impact mood, leading to increased irritability, anxiety, and even depressive symptoms. It affects cognitive function. Concentration, memory, and decision-making can all suffer. For parents juggling work or other children, this lack of restorative sleep can feel like a constant drain on their already taxed resources, leading to increased stress and a feeling of being overwhelmed. That's why even small improvements in sleep quality, like finding the right pillow or position, can have a profound positive ripple effect on overall mental well-being and coping capacity.
Here's one of the more universally enjoyed symptoms, thankfully. Hair and nail changes. Many expecting parents delight in noticing that their nails appear longer and stronger and their hair seems thicker and more lustrous. This is primarily due to increased estrogen levels during pregnancy, which prolong the hair growth phase, meaning significantly less shedding than usual. However, the guide gives us a crucial heads up. All that wonderful extra hair not lost during pregnancy will likely start shedding about 3 to 5 months after delivery. While entirely normal, this can be quite surprising and even alarming if not anticipated. Similarly, nails grow faster and can experience changes, becoming harder, softer, or more brittle.
What's truly fascinating here is the direct, visible, and often welcomed influence of pregnancy hormones, particularly estrogen, on these changes. Estrogen essentially keeps hair follicles in their anagen or growth phase for an extended period. This means fewer hairs enter the telogen or resting phase and then the exogen or shedding phase.
Right.
The result is a cumulative buildup of hair, leading to that coveted, fuller, thicker appearance. The postpartum shedding, which can feel dramatic, is simply the body returning to its normal hair cycle as estrogen levels rapidly drop after birth. It's not actually hair loss in the pathological sense, but a synchronous shedding of all the hair that was held onto.
That distinction between shedding and loss is key for postpartum parents. It can be quite a shock to suddenly feel like you're losing so much hair after enjoying a full mane for months.
Absolutely. And similarly, hormonal fluctuations can alter the keratin structure in males, explaining why some individuals might experience stronger, faster-growing nails, while others find them more fragile or prone to breaking. These changes highlight the profound systemic impact of pregnancy hormones throughout the entire body, even on seemingly minor cosmetic features.
Now, for a less enjoyable but incredibly common symptom, lower back pain. It's a reality for a significant number of expecting parents by 20 weeks. The causes are clear and multifaceted. The rapidly growing uterus places increasing strain on your back, the extra weight you're carrying changes your center of gravity, and a surge of hormones makes joints and ligaments less stable. The good news is there are effective strategies for relief. Help comes from weight training, with a focus on strengthening your core muscles, specifically those deep abdominal and pelvic floor muscles, stretching to improve flexibility and alleviate tension, and swimming, which strengthens your whole body while reducing the strain of gravity. Coping strategies include prenatal massage, targeted heat or cold application, and various relaxation techniques.
Yes, this lower back pain is indeed a pervasive and multifactorial issue during pregnancy. A key contributor is the hormone relaxin,
Right.
which is specifically designed to loosen ligaments throughout the body, particularly in the pelvis, in preparation for birth. While essential for labor, this contributes to joint instability, making the spine and pelvis less supported. Simultaneously, the significant anterior shift in the center of gravity due to the growing belly forces the expecting parent to adjust their posture, often leading to an exaggerated lumbar curve, the sway back, which further exacerbates back strain and muscle fatigue. The rectus abdominis muscles, which typically provide core support, also stretch and separate, diastasis recti, reducing their ability to stabilize the torso. Therefore, a holistic approach is most effective, combining targeted strengthening exercises for core support, maintaining flexibility through gentle stretching, and therapeutic relief like massage or heat-cold application. Engaging in low-impact activities like swimming is excellent as the buoyancy reduces gravitational strain while still allowing for muscle engagement. It's about intelligently adapting your body to the new biomechanical demands of pregnancy.
So staying active and consciously taking care of your posture and core strength becomes incredibly important now, not just for comfort, but for physically supporting your changing body and preparing it for childbirth. It sounds like an investment in both present comfort and future resilience. Let's also talk about constipation. This is a very common pregnancy symptom, often exacerbated by a trifecta of factors: hormone changes, potentially decreased activity levels, and the physical pressure from an expanding uterus. Left unaddressed, it can lead to other uncomfortable problems, most commonly hemorrhoids. To ease constipation, the source suggests several practical preventative measures: drinking plenty of water, incorporating high-fiber foods into your diet, exercising regularly, and, importantly, talking to your healthcare provider. They might suggest a mild stool softener, a magnesium supplement, or even recommend switching to a prenatal vitamin with a lower iron content, as iron can be a significant culprit.
If we connect this to the bigger picture, this symptom beautifully demonstrates how pregnancy impacts multiple bodily systems simultaneously. Progesterone, another key pregnancy hormone, has a relaxing effect on smooth muscles throughout the body, including the digestive tract. This slows down gut motility, meaning food moves more sluggishly through the intestines.
Progesterone again.
Yep. The growing uterus also exerts physical pressure on the lower intestines, further impeding transit. And crucially, while iron in prenatal vitamins is absolutely vital for preventing maternal anemia and supporting fetal blood production, it is notoriously constipating for many individuals. The advice highlights a comprehensive strategy, emphasizing preventative lifestyle measures like hydration, fiber-rich foods, and regular movement, alongside crucial medical consultation for persistent issues. It underscores that understanding the root causes allows for more effective and often simple interventions to alleviate discomfort.
That clarifies why it's such a common struggle. It's not just one thing, but a confluence of factors all working against comfortable digestion. And knowing that your prenatal vitamin might be contributing is a huge insight for some. Finally, let's talk about perhaps the most visible and sometimes humorous change: your changing belly, and specifically your belly button's new look. The top of your uterus is now about in line with your belly button, making your belly rounder and more prominent than ever before. As the pressure increases, your belly button might flatten out, or an innie can even pop out and become an outie. This can feel strange, sometimes uncomfortable, and even sensitive, especially when clothing rubs against it. Our source cautions that true belly button pain is unusual and could potentially signal an umbilical hernia. After delivery, it typically returns to its regular size and shape, though it may look slightly stretched, a little souvenir of your pregnancy journey.
The outward pressure from the rapidly expanding uterus directly impacts the abdominal wall, and the belly button, being the thinnest point where the umbilical cord once connected, is particularly susceptible to this transformation. This physical change is an incredibly common, often discussed, but sometimes uncomfortable manifestation of pregnancy. The increased sensitivity arises from the stretching of the underlying tissues and nerves. It's a vivid, palpable example of how pregnancy, temporarily and for some, subtly permanently reshapes the body, reminding us of the incredible forces at play to accommodate a growing baby. It's a remarkable testament to the body's elasticity and adaptability, literally making space for new life.
It's a curious transformation, your own personal little barometer of growth. A constant, visual, and sometimes slightly peculiar reminder of the incredible expansion happening inside. It really drives home the idea of your body as a dynamic, ever-changing vessel.
As we firmly cross this halfway point, it's clear that this stage isn't just about passively observing incredible changes. It's also a crucial period for actively preparing for the baby's arrival. And, just as importantly, nurturing yourself for the journey ahead. This stage is ripe for both practical planning and essential self-care, acknowledging the dual demands on expecting parents.
One of the biggest, most forward-looking practical steps you can take now is looking for a pediatrician. The source emphasizes a crucial point. You'll likely see your baby's doctor a lot in those first few years, for well-child visits, vaccinations, and unexpected sniffles. The guide offers excellent tips for this search. Prioritize choosing someone you genuinely connect with, Ask for recommendations from your obgyn, midwife, friends, and relatives. Meticulously check insurance coverage and office location for practical convenience. And make an effort to meet your top candidates in person, noting that insurance might actually cover this initial meet and greet.
This raises a profoundly important question. Why start this search at 20 weeks, rather than waiting until closer to the due date? The answer lies in the criticality of establishing a foundational, trusting relationship with a pediatrician, which is absolutely crucial for your baby's long-term health and, equally important, for your peace of mind as a new parent.
Yes, peace of mind.
This isn't a decision to be rushed in the whirlwind of postpartum recovery. The process of finding the right fit involves more than just medical qualifications. It encompasses personality, communication style, the office environment, after-hours care policies, and practical logistics like location, availability, and insurance coverage. All of these factors require time for thorough research, thoughtful interviews, and sometimes several conversations. Starting at 20 weeks allows you to make a well-considered, confident choice, ensuring you have a trusted partner in your baby's healthcare journey when they finally make their appearance, without the added stress of a last-minute scramble.
This is a truly forward-looking step, cementing the plans for your baby's future care, and it genuinely gives you one less significant thing to worry about in those intense, sleep-deprived first few weeks post-delivery. It's about proactive peace of mind. With all this planning, the physical changes, and the mental load, it's also incredibly important to remember to treat yourself. The guide suggests actively celebrating this halfway point. It offers delightful ideas. Indulge in a facial, enjoy a prenatal massage, or capture this beautiful stage with a pregnancy photo shoot. And, importantly, if spending money isn't an option or appeal, it suggests doing something simple and nice for yourself. Getting lost in books from the library, going on a beautiful restorative walk, or taking a long, luxurious bubble bath.
Self-care during pregnancy isn't just a luxury. It is a fundamental necessity, an essential component of maternal well-being. Acknowledging and celebrating these significant milestones like the halfway point helps to maintain mental and emotional equilibrium, which is absolutely vital during a period of such profound and rapid change. These intentional moments of relaxation, joy, and self-appreciation can significantly reduce stress, combat fatigue, and alleviate anxiety. They also foster a deeper, more positive connection with the pregnancy experience itself. Whether it's a paid indulgence or a simple free activity, carving out dedicated time for yourself, it's about intentionally nurturing the expecting parent, recognizing that your well-being is intrinsically linked to the baby's. It's about refueling your own tank so you can continue to pour into this incredible journey.
You've truly earned it. This is a powerful, permission-giving reminder to cherish this moment in your journey and actively give yourself the care and recognition you absolutely deserve. It's a vital investment in your overall health and happiness.
Well said.
Here's an interesting one, often overlooked in typical pregnancy discussions, but vital for overall well-being and partnership: experimenting in bed. Some expecting parents at 20 weeks actually report a higher sex drive and even better orgasms due to increased blood flow and lubrication. For most, sex during pregnancy is not only safe, but can be beneficial. It helps you stay active, releases those wonderful, happy and relaxing hormones, and facilitates a close, intimate bond with your partner. The advice here is simple but key. Experiment with different positions to comfortably accommodate your growing bump.
What's truly fascinating here is how pregnancy, an intensely physical state, can impact intimacy in such varied and sometimes unexpected ways. While some expecting parents might experience decreased libido or physical discomfort, others, as the source points out, discover an enhanced connection and even heightened pleasure due to physiological changes like increased pelvic blood flow and natural lubrication. This insight is crucial because it normalizes this aspect of the pregnancy experience and actively encourages open communication with partners and a spirit of adaptability. It highlights the benefits of maintaining intimacy, not just for physical activity or pleasure, but more profoundly for emotional well-being and strengthening the couple's bond during a time of such significant personal and relational transition and anticipation. It's an important, often unspoken, part of navigating the journey toward parenthood together.
It's a powerful way to maintain and even deepen intimacy and connection during a period of intense personal and relational change, reinforcing the bond with your partner as you move toward parenthood as a united front. It's about nurturing the relationship as much as the baby.
Precisely.
And finally, let's talk about managing that often overwhelming mental load with a practical tool called a brain dump. If you find yourself feeling stressed or struggling to fall asleep because your mind is racing with anxieties, questions, or a seemingly endless to-do list, the guide suggests a simple yet incredibly effective strategy. Try writing down absolutely everything that's bothering you in a journal or on a piece of paper. The key is to get all those worries, thoughts, and tasks out of your head and onto the page without worrying about neatness, grammar, or structure. Just get it out.
This is a simple yet incredibly effective mental health strategy, particularly potent during pregnancy. Pregnancy can bring a veritable flood of thoughts ranging from profound anxieties about the baby's health and the birth to logistical worries about finances, nursery setup, and the sheer volume of new parenting information.
Yeah, the list goes on.
Right? This cognitive load, the feeling of having too many tabs open in your brain, can be exhausting. Externalizing these thoughts through writing, literally getting them out of your head, can significantly reduce this cognitive burden. This reduction can directly improve sleep quality, which ties back to the restless sleep we discussed earlier,
Ah, good connection.
and provide a greater sense of control over potentially overwhelming feelings. It's a powerful way to process, categorize, and clear your mind, creating much-needed mental space and a sense of calm. It's a tangible act of self-care for your mental landscape.
It's a practical, accessible tool to manage that mental load, allowing you to reclaim some peace of mind and get those restless, swirling thoughts out of your head and into a more manageable form. #outro. So what does this all mean for you as you reach this pivotal 20-week mark? You're not just halfway through a pregnancy, you're actively witnessing the intricate, astonishing development of a tiny human with forming taste buds and purposeful movements, all while your own body adapts and transforms in fascinating, sometimes challenging, but always remarkable ways. Simultaneously, you're firmly entering a phase of crucial practical and emotional preparation, from the strategic task of finding a pediatrician to the vital act of remembering to treat and nurture yourself. It's a dynamic, exciting, and yeah, sometimes wonderfully overwhelming moment on this profound journey.
If we connect this to the bigger picture, this deep dive at 20 weeks truly highlights that pregnancy is a continuous, interconnected tapestry of transformation for both the baby and the expecting parent. The physical changes in the parent's body are inextricably linked to the baby's growth, the sensory developments occurring inside are subtly shaping future preferences, and the preparations being made now are not just for the next few weeks, but are laying the foundational groundwork for a lifetime. It's all part of a grand, symbiotic design, a remarkable dance of development and adaptation that is truly wondrous to observe and for you to participate in.
As you move from this halfway point into the powerful second half of this incredible journey, what one piece of knowledge or newfound awareness are you going to carry with you? How does knowing about your baby's developing taste buds, or the importance of choosing a pediatrician with careful consideration, or even just understanding the deeper why behind your restless sleep or an aching back, shift your perspective and inform your decisions in the weeks ahead? It's not just about reaching the finish line, it's about truly experiencing, understanding, and embracing every moment of the profound transformation that is pregnancy.